Good morning, people. Back with another one. Very next day from Phoenix. Yesterday we busted that mission. Yada yada yada. Y'all saw the last video. We're home now and back to work, man. It sucks. You think like, well, at least in my opinion, I thought my car was done, Roxanne was done, because I pretty much have everything I need. But then new parts come out, or updates, or new grab mounts, or new door bags, etc. And we got to swap them out to rep the companies that we work with. And one of the companies that you guys know that we've been working with since forever is good old Chupacabra here. So he has some new door bags and some storage accessories and stuff like that. And he's like, I'd greatly appreciate it if you can rep them for the Super Show and, for the season. Of course I will. He puts out quality stuff at an affordable price. So I got to do that. So that's what we're going to do, man. Throw some door bags on the old girl. And then let me see, what else do we have on the agenda for today? Ooh, I've been on a weird kind of like a music hype. So like yesterday and the past few days I've been listening to every single Drake album, and it's badass to go back and like relive those moments, those memories, because music just puts you in a certain spot. It's so weird. And I got through all the Drake albums and like, man, listened to so many good jams that he has put out. And I was like, who else is a GOAT like that, And I was like, Bad Bunny. So I've been on a Bad Bunny run. So just every single album, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny. So been jamming out to that fool. But anyways, what else is on the agenda? We got to put the paddles on. Let me see. I was thinking about putting on the exhaust shield. It's right there. And it's black with like a little bit of teal to kind of match the car. But man, like the polish just looks so good in my opinion. Fresh powder on the arms. Oh, we got to put on Nick's fire extinguisher. That's what else we got to do. And I think that's it. Check out the arms too. Ooh, the polish MTS though. Yeah, she got like a little makeover past few weeks. Shout out to the homie Fred, Imperial Side by Side, my fellow ambassador. Took her all apart. We put like, I don't know, new Heims, new this, that, and the third, all the suspension, because there had been thousands of miles of abuse on these arms and I hadn't changed anything. So just kind of, it was due for a makeover for sure. And then they were raw, they were already beat up, the clear was already kind of tore up, so it was time to change. So we just went gloss black, just whatever, simple. I threw in the oil slick letters here, kind of ties in with other oil slick that I have about the car. We did some updates to the ZRP steering rods. Yeah, he pretty much gave her a look over, and I guess she looks good. We also got to change the belt because I toasted this belt. It's been a couple hundred miles already, so it's just time, for the season. Back to the whole conversation of like, you think that you're done. Roxanne is done. I technically don't have to do anything to her anymore. It's just, you got to help these companies out and stuff. They scratch your back, you got to scratch theirs. So doing all that stuff. Price too. Went and checked out. He has some new caps. The caps float, so that's gonna be super gangster. He's gonna give me some for the Super Show, which that means at the Super Show I'm gonna have to take these freaking tires off and swap over to the new thing, because you can't just pop out his center cap like that. So that's kind of annoying, but I mean, they're pretty gangster center caps and I want them, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's get to work, man. The thing that's crappy about the door bags is you have to take off the stupid skins to take off those door bags. It's like, come on, bro. Whatever, man. Let's get to it. Something else that we got addressed too, the freaking wrap, man. We went to Flagstaff and my homie's wife got in and out, not caring about it, and she had some hiking boots and tore that shit up. Bro, you can't trust nobody. And then over here, this was from freaking UTV Takeover from Coos Bay. Just the 35s. The 35s hit this little corner sometimes, especially if the alignment's a little, I think the alignment was a little off because we had to accommodate for like the extra caps, and they would kind of touch right here sometimes. So we had to play with it for a little bit, and I think that kind of affects this a little bit too. So yeah, it kind of sucks, tears my shit up. But this car gets fucking used, man. This shit ain't no pavement princess and stuff. You guys see what I do to it. This, I think when I came over on my side, I was driving, I came on two wheels, I hit a little tree, a little branch, took that out. But yeah, what else, bro? She's probably gonna get a makeover again in like December, I would say. I don't really know what to get going on first here, but here's the extinguisher kit from Chupacabra. Oh shit. Some little tools, the pull handle. Looks super nice, man. Very nice. All right, what I'm thinking is probably put this something like that to where it's kind of out of the way a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I don't run a spare tire on this car anymore. I used to, but man, these cars, like with these tires, I've never had issues with BFGs. And I do have the spare tires still, but that's gonna go on my Pop's Razor, so he'll be in charge of that. So I think this kind of tucked away right here is not a bad look. I thought about right here, which would have been cool too. Boom, because that's super hidden. But like I said, the clamps are inch and three quarters, so this is like inch and a quarter right there. I don't really know where else I could put it. Well, since we figured out the fire extinguisher now, I don't have those size clamps, inch and a quarter or 2 inch, so we'll figure that out at the show, I guess. Let's dive into these bad boys. Very nice, very nice. Nice little zipper. Damn, some big dog screws right here, homie. I guess he wants you to never take these things off again. Holy shit, it's kind of funny. Well, I'm glad he put this little baggie in there because these are the Polaris ones, and I am a very big fan of these as well. Honestly, very similar. And they have this little slot right here too, so I mean, essentially the same thing. I like the little zipper, looks good. Cool. I need one of those freaking little things that pops out the plastics. I don't know what the hell it's called. My dad has everything at the shop. Having the right tools, man, is not even half the battle. It's probably 90% of the battle. That's why a shop is so legit to take it to sometimes, because they have everything ready to go. All right, got the skin off. Boom. Oops, I'm gonna need that. Well, boop, boop. Let's go. Shout out Readyyyy Tools, you know what I'm saying? So this is your solution. A 1/2 inch ratcheting wrench, so you can go in there and, because these will not push through. They're not push pins. They're freaking self-tapping screws. So yeah, this bag will never come off. So I basically put all of them on. I left this one loose because there's two under the bag right here, two T40s that tie in the door skin. So I'm gonna put the door skin back on, and now that we know how they go, the rest should go way easier, hopefully. What's a freaking job without a couple FUs and what have you? How do these go, bro? Totally forgot, dog. Okay, now the door skin's on, so let's see if we could get to this freaking last one right here. I'm also like very lazy. I don't like doing shit. I like going to work, making my money, and then paying someone else to do my shit. It's just me. But like shit like this, like I gotta get this shit done, so. All right, talk to Nick. I think we decided right here, be pretty legit. It's still out of the way, do it like that. But I need 1 1/4 inch clamp. We knocked out the door bags. Well, the front at least. I'm not gonna do the back. I'm just like, whatever, I'll give the back to my pops. He can throw those on his car. I don't really feel like taking apart the back, especially because I gotta change the belts and change the paddles, and like I said, I'm freaking lazy, guys. I'm not trying to do all this work, you know what I'm saying? Me fui de vacaciones con muchas cervezas y canciones. Un shot. I hate hearing like loose shit because it scares me. Like, what if something's about to fall off? When the Polaris first came out, I remember that was one of the reasons why my dad and I went Turbo R. It was like, bro, to pull apart the back and this, then the third, like, hell no. got me effed up type shit. But now that we have them, they're not that bad. It's because at first it's kind of hard to hop on something that's new, you know. When the Pro R came out, you don't know what kind of shit you're getting into. It's scary, you know. You don't know if it's gonna work. I heard from someone that they took this shit off and it helped big time with belt temps. I'm kind of like, do I do it? Do I run it? I can imagine just tons of air. I also can't imagine too much getting in there, like from surrounding areas, you know. So I think I'm gonna try it. Even though this is an intake from the hood is like kind of sideways, so like, I mean, there has to be airflow, but it's not like it's creating all kinds of stuff. I don't know, unless it's some kind of vacuum maybe. Still, I feel like that allows so much extra air, so we shall try it. I don't have belt issues, and shout out to KWI for that. But ready for another June season right around the corner. Sandshow next week. Freaking stoked for another year. Blessed, excited. We'll see what opportunities Polaris has in store for us ambassadors. It's always pretty badass to be recognized, and I feel like those that have followed me for a while, like, they know the amount of work I put in and shit, dude. Like, not saying that others aren't deserving, because I'm sure there's others, but without sounding all whack, like as deserving as me, I don't know, because I grind for this shit, bro. And every time I take this shit off, I forget how it goes. I think you're supposed to take these things off, are you? Oh, this one, my bad. This one pops off. There we go. Oh, my back, spinal. Where'd that other bolt go, guys? Woo! How about that KWI goodness right there? I feel my belt definitely has some scarring. I don't know why. I tried to load it on the trailer with no ramps and I just... and it smelled very toasty. It actually looks good. I'm doing a travesía in a couple of weeks. I'm going from El Golfo to Rocky Point, so it's like something like that, you know what I mean? We gotta have some preventative maintenance. Might as well go down there with the fresh. With the freshie. It's weird that it's spinning. I thought in park it's not supposed to spin. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe you guys can let me know. It's funny, you guys come to me for a lot of info and stuff like that, like, oh, Chavira this and that, and I do know a lot about like random little things and just kind of have a general idea of a lot of stuff, but for sure I'm not no subject matter expert, you know what I mean? There's a lot of other people out there, you know, like Frank G, he probably knows some good ass amount of details on everything out there, because he tears everything apart and builds shit. I do not. I just enjoy the shit out of these things. I just drive the shit out of them. Sass. It's always so hard to tell which belt is good and which is not. Look at these, dude. They all look the same to me. One doesn't look more glazed than the other. This one is just because I know I smoked it. I feel like whatever, that one can go. Someone once told me, he's like, you carry spares, and like that makes sense, but why do you carry spares that are already worn? And then you replace it, you go through all that trouble, and then they break again. And it's like, that's true. You should just carry a brand new spare. Maybe like one old one. I'll probably just give these to my dad. He likes to have all kinds of random spares. There you go, Pops. I'll say I never gave you nothing, homie. Shee. Let's put this back here. Well, actually no, because in the Super Show someone's probably gonna want to, oh dude, these bags are sick. Watch, look how easy they open. And then, oh fuck dude, it's a bell. Swoops. Pinches ratas. Well, we're gonna finish tidying her up, put the paddles on. I'll probably do one last little rinse before we head up to the Super Show in a couple days. So we'll catch you guys on our way to the Super Show. Rato vatos.